There was a time not very long ago in the 80s when New York City would turn into a ghost city at night. The drug trade and gang warfare had taken over the streets of Brooklyn. Ordinary people preferred to remain at home than to risk their lives while strolling at night. But then something strange happened. At some mysterious critical point, the crime rate had dropped. In other words, it tipped. Within 5 years, crime had fallen by almost 60%. It wasn't that some huge percentage of would-be murderers sat in 1993 and decided not to commit any crimes. So what exactly happened in New York at that time? Why do some books become bestsellers while others don't? Why it is cool for teenagers to smoke? Hey guys, welcome to Knowledge Guru with a book review of The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. The tipping point is that magic moment when a trend, idea or social behavior crosses a threshold, tips and spreads like a wildfire. Just as a single sick person can start an epidemic of flu or any other disease, so too can a small but precisely targeted push cause a fashion trend, the popularity of a new product or a drop in crime rate. The idea of tipping point can be broken down into three principles: the law of the few, the stickiness factor, and the power of context. Let's look at the first principle, the law of the few. First, we need to look at the people that spread an idea in a contagious way. Basically, there are three types of people who can spread an idea in a contagious way: the connectors, the mavens, and the salesmen. Connectors know a lot about people and are capable of bringing people from very different worlds together. They have more social connections. Gladwell's theory is that many ideas live or die based on whether successfully they are spread to a connector. Mavens know everything and enjoy spreading it to others, but they do not persuade you into doing something. For instance, your class fellow who tells you which cell phone has a lot of features and which one is good for gaming. And last but not the least, you need salesmen to do some very persuasive talking. They persuade you into buying that cell phone or going to that new opened restaurant. So to spread your idea, word or product, the role of connectors, maven and salesmen will be of great help to you. Now there is another thing apart from people spreading the information, and that is the message itself, which is principle number 2. The authors calls it stickiness factor. To create an epidemic, the message has to be sticky. You have to ask, is the message so memorable that it can create a change or spur someone into action? Therefore, you have to know your target group and what actually makes them listen to your message. Kids, for example, don't watch a television program when they are stimulated and look away when they are bored like adults, but they do watch when they understand and look away when they are confused. Approaching them as adults would have an opposite effect. The third principle is the power of context. Next, the author illustrates that people are delicately sensitive to changes in context. Small causes can trigger major effects. Like when people see a bit of graffiti or broken windows in a city, they will assume that no one is in charge here, and hence more windows will be broken and overall crime rate will increase. So if you want to reduce the crime rate, then removing graffiti from walls and fixing broken windows will have profound effect than simply arresting criminals. The same can be true of human habits. Changing one small habit can bring about a major change in your life, as described in the book The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. I'll provide a link to my review of that book in the description. These were few of the extracts from the book The Tipping Point. If you want to add something that I've missed, mention it down in the comments below. Subscribe to Knowledge Guru for more informative content.